Alrighty.
We're rolling whenever you are. Actually, I want to do the thing like we do in TV. 4, 3.
Hey everyone, it's Sarah.
And this is Stella. Another week back at it.
Where?
You're listening to
Every Gay Sex.
Oh, jeez. What is this,
good.
episode 9 now?
This is episode 9.
Ooh, we're so close.
That's crazy.
Oh, we're so
That
close
is
to double
crazy.
digits. This is wild.
Yeah. Soon will be episode 100.
Oh, imagine.
We'll get there. We
Yeah,
will.
100%.
Because we're passionate.
Yeah, as
about
long
what
as you
we
guys keep,
caring about us.
caring and helping us.
It seems crazy to think about what would we talk about for 100 episodes. That's 100 hours. But you and I have put in way more than 100 hours talking shit.
Oh, for
so
sure.
we do have it in us.
Oh, for sure. We have it in us. It's just like, do you guys have it in you to listen to?
Listen to that much
Shit talking.
Yeah, that's true.
Jesus. Oh, man.
What's up today? What are we covering? Tell the viewers.
Oh, we are
a good one.
covering my
the
favorite
theme?
thing to do is to make bad decisions.
Yes. The theme of today's episode is bad decisions.
Bad decisions. Oh, jeez.
This is a good one. I
yeah.
think anything that could be funny to other people, which is normally at our expense, like
Oh, for
shitty
sure.
things we've done.
I've done some
things.
stupid ass shit.
Some
and like,
dumb shit, man.
honestly.
Is getting your car impounded on that? Is it on that?
No, fuck off. It was never impounded.
Okay, but you
I had
lost
to
your
just-
license
Yeah, but I was.
for years, bitch.
Okay, because I chose, just because I didn't want to pay.
I didn't
I could have
want
paid
to
the fine
drive.
right away and got my license back within the
What
week.
was the fine for? For drag racing?
No,
What was the fine
part of
for?
it. And because I didn't have license or insurance.
You had
For
no
legal
license?
reasons, that never happened.
Yeah, if
I have always had a license and insurance.
Well, I mean, bitch, you were caught, so
Okay.
we can air it out. So you were speeding.
No,
You were speeding.
not that time. That time I was just driving down the street from my house.
when you got your car taken away. It
Yeah.
was because you didn't have insurance or
My
license.
license. They called me because if I had a tail light out. Bro, what are the odds on a fucking tail light out? They called me down the street of my house. And they're like, oh, yeah, no worries. Just a tail light. We won't give you a ticket. Like, just get it fixed. I was like, okay. And they're like, yeah, do you mind if we just see your driver's license? And I was like, sure.
Did you not have a license?
So I knew that my insurance had ended. But they were like, here's your insurance and license. And I was like, fuck. Because I knew I didn't have my insurance. I knew it stopped. But because at the time I had so many speeding tickets that I knew my insurance company, I literally called to ask them to renew it. And they laughed in my face. I called so many other insurance companies. They laughed at my face.
Like
they were literally like,
$2,000
you're
a month.
fucking joking, right? If you want insurance, you got to pay for the whole entire year up front. That's the only way we'll insure you.
Yeah.
I was like, are you serious? Like, yeah, $5,000.
When was this?
Like 6 years ago.
Okay.
6-7 years ago. Yeah, like my record's clean now. That's why I have a brand new car.
Yeah.
Because like my insurance is
Because
normal.
it expires after
It
5
goes
years,
away
right?
off your record, I think, after like 3 or 4 years.
Okay, yeah.
And so basically, it happened, and they pulled me over, and they saw that I didn't know I didn't have a license. I definitely knew I didn't have insurance.
Bitch, you didn't have a license. What's in your
But
wallet?
it's because it was
like
suspended.
Your license was expired?
It was suspended, but I
Why?
didn't know. But it's because I had sent in a ticket to get fought,
Yeah.
and I guess they never received it. But I didn't know that. I did what I had to do and send in the ticket.
Yeah.
But they never like followed up or anything.
Yeah.
So I just was like, okay, it's the government. It's going to take forever for them to get back to me.
Yeah.
And then they're like, your license is suspended. I'm like, what do you mean?
Wait, because you didn't pay a ticket?
Yeah, because they thought I just didn't pay a ticket. But no, I sent it in to get it. Like,
Oh, fuck.
But they
I
never
did not
got
know
it.
that happened.
yeah, they didn't
Okay,
know.
I
They
need to
didn't like.
follow up.
And I'm like on the phone yelling at these people. So I'm like, it's not my fault you lost this in the mail then.
Mm-hmm.
I sent it in. And you're going to suspend my license without telling me?
Yeah.
They didn't send anything like at all to tell me that my license was suspended at all. So
Oh, my God.
the lady who pulled me over, I'm so sorry if you're not going to hear this, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But I totally faked having a panic attack to try and get her to fucking just let me off the fucking hook.
Yeah.
And she told me that, and honestly, I probably was having one, to be honest. Like, I was
Yeah,
freaking out. And she told me to not worry and to just go to the court and tell them what happened, and then they would let me off the hook.
Yeah.
And I went to court, and the judge didn't even let me speak and was like, minimum fine, $5,000.
Oh, fuck.
And I was like, and they're like, either you pay for the $5,000 and get your car insured, and that's another $5,000, or you can just sell your car and then deal with the $5,000 fine, and that's it.
You should have yelled out, "Objection!"
Yeah.
Yeah. I just cried.
Yeah.
And I sold my car.
Objection, hearsay.
I sold my car, and then I actually paid it off when CERB hit.
Oh.
And then I got all my CERB money, and I paid for it all. $5,000 fine.
Now, just for fun, since we're on the topic, if you were to fake a panic attack, what would that look like?
Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same. What were you just
scene.
like,
I don't know, I was
heavy
just fucking
breathing?
crying. I was just crying, freaking out, being
Like,
like,
not-
and I was like, and I honestly was on medication at that time, anxiety medication, and I was like, I haven't had my meds, and I'm sorry, like I just freaking out right now. Like I left at my friend's house, I have to go, and she was like, all right, calm down, and I'm like freaking out,
Yeah.
because I probably was having one,
Yeah.
but like at the time I
Realistically,
just didn't know. But I remember I was down the street from my house, and I get my friend to come drive my car back to my house because they wouldn't even let me drive it back to my house.
What a fucking.
I was like, it's
what a
right
day.
there. I can see my driveway.
I can't believe that
Please.
wasn't on your bad decisions list.
Okay, because I'm
But I'm
trying
glad
to
I
forget
brought
it.
up. I remember that.
I'm
about you.
better now. I drive very responsibly now,
Yeah,
for the most part.
for sure.
Anyways, okay,
All
let's
right.
get to the real bad decisions.
The real list.
The real list. All right, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it from the fucking.
Grab the bull by the horns.
yeah, that's what I
okay.
meant.
Yeah, you just were. Yeah, okay.
So bad decisions. Probably one of the biggest bad decision that I've made throughout most of my life is falling deeply, deeply into straight girls.
Yes.
As a friend, it's upsetting to watch from the sidelines. Go ahead.
Yes, absolutely,
Oh,
absolutely. is.
jeez. I
It's
just,
true.
I don't know what it is.
Because I live those emotions through you.
I know.
Yeah.
I constantly have a pit in my stomach.
Yeah.
I like when you were
Dude.
like, tell me without giving any details, let's call this woman
Well, we called
Penelope.
this person what?
Oh,
Penelope.
No, we called them.
is that just me? You guys seeing that?
Yeah, I think I just asked her projected. Like, that was fucked
Do
up.
you guys taste blood? No, you're like, yeah, I talked to
Whatever, yeah.
Penelope was a good
Penelope,
Penelope,
yeah.
for her.
And
Yeah, that actually checks out.
she
Yeah.
said we need to talk. I was like, oh,
I know.
No, yeah.
Oh God, that was
it's
like
a new love like that, especially when you're like in big time lust. It's such the highest highs and the lowest
Yes,
lows, isn't
It
it?
is. It
Yeah.
really
One day
is.
you're like you're in a good mood, you're skipping around, everyone's noticing like that you're
Oh,
in a
for
good mood.
sure.
Yeah.
And then you go from that to complete devastation of like,
Over someone you weren't even in a relationship with.
Nothing,
Fuck,
nothing,
it's
nothing.
so
Seriously,
bad.
yo, when we kissed, the first time, the next day I went to work and I was skipping my coworker.
Like, just a jolly
I'm
old
not even
time.
joking. My
Yeah.
coworker, I totally told her this too. And then when she crushed my heart, like an hour into my shift, to tell me that we needed to talk and that we should not kiss again because they were seeing someone, I was like, well,
and it can be like,
Back to the depression.
yeah.
it could be
Yeah.
something like just the way you said, like I'm a big time overthinker.
Oh,
And
so
when I
am
was
I.
courting my wife, this is a long time ago, but I remember at first we were just talking on Facebook. And back when Facebook was cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm of the age where Facebook is still cool. But anyway. I would just be in the best mood, like skipping around, nothing mattered. I was just,
Oh, yeah.
people noticed. And then I would say something, but I'd be like, why didn't I say that? And then I'd just be like completely bummed out if I didn't hear from her right away or whatever. Then people
yeah.
are like, then people notice also, like, what's wrong? You're like, nothing, I'm fine. It's the highest highs and the lowest lows.
100%.
It is,
And
yeah.
from one moment to the next.
I shit you
Yeah,
not. I
yeah,
walked into
1 hour
that
to the next.
shift. I was skipping. I literally, like, you know, when you like jump up and like click your heels.
Oh, no.
I was
Like a
fucking-
leprechaun?
Yeah. My coworkers were dying. They're like, "Oh, Stella's happy today. What's going on with the buffet?" And I'm like, "No more buffet. I'm
The
a
buffet?
one lady cow." And they're like,
buffet, is that what you refer to your roster
"No, I
as?
didn't refer to that. My coworkers started that."
At the school?
Yeah.
That's terrible. Okay.
Anyways,
The buffet.
Why? Do you need a sneeze guard?
Yeah.
What's up?
no, it's actually a grocery ticket that gets clipped every time.
Oh my god.
But it's like Farm Boy has this little ticket thing that every time you get their food, their hot foods, they give you a discount for every
Oh
time.
my god, I love Farm Boy.
But no, and I was so fucking happy. I remember I was literally on cloud 9. And And then she's like, we need a dog. And I was like, fuck my life.
And then you're just like throwing up. You're
I
like-
literally was so bummed. Everyone was like, are you okay? And I was like,
And you can't
Everything's
imagine that
fucked up.
it'll be good again. Like when you're like
Yeah,
low,
yeah,
you're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
fuck. You're grieving. You're in your head,
Grieving.
and then you're like, this is awful. How did I let myself?
right?
think
I'm
this
like
way?
such an idiot.
Next thing you know, the next day you're back on. You're like, oh my god, here I am again. I couldn't believe it would be good again.
Yeah.
And then
I
next
know.
thing you're down
No,
again.
it makes
It's
you think
exactly
you're-
what
but
happened.
It feels like being bipolar. Like
Oh,
because
for
you're,
sure.
it's like manic, and then it's
I
just
feel like
darkness.
I said such a high.
Yeah.
It's such a high because I
Well, we-
remember it was so sad. And then like days later, like some other things like were said, and I was like, oh my god, like maybe I have a shot again. Like
yeah, I'm back up.
I'm back up.
I'm
Like,
leprechauning again.
holy crap, she's like the most amazing, and she's still great. But and, you know, and we've been communicating pretty well for the most part. But it was just like so high, so low, and like, and she's not the only person that this happened with. Like I have had.
Okay, but
many.
we've discussed how the like getting more mature in our relationships and realizing, and I see this everywhere too, those high highs and low lows. Then you do that for a while, for years. Like we
Yeah.
have. Then you get into something that is a stable, like it's not that 10 out of 10 or that 0 out of 10. It's a stable 8.
And it feels
but
boring.
It feels like this is not good enough.
Yeah.
I'm not in love. There's no spark.
No.
This is boring.
And that's like our own, I think, minds.
Totally.
Yeah, the
fucking
lows
with us.
aren't as low and the highs aren't as high. But
Yeah.
that's what makes you feel crazy and bipolar.
Yes.
It's so high
Yeah.
and
So
so
high.
low from
Yeah.
1 hour to the next to the up, and it's just
Yeah.
like
Yeah. Yeah.
you're
I
going, what
literally
the fuck am I insane?
Remembered.
Yeah.
Oh, when was this? I think it was like, I don't even know. One night I remember getting. Oh, it was I think a night that this person came to the bar and their person came by, and I was just so
She brought her
bummed.
boyfriend. Classic.
And I literally walked home. And on the way home, there's
I
just
don't
like
know.
war memorial monuments, and I just sat there.
What is wrong?
I was so sad. I was like,
So you sat at
I,
the war
I just
memorial?
sat there and I just listened to Mumford and Sons.
That's so
And I
random.
contemplated how stupid I was. I was like, wow, what was I even thinking? Like, well, I don't even have a shot. Like,
Do you, when you
Okay.
do that, do you picture other people able to see?
Yeah,
like, you feel
yeah.
like you're in a movie
Yeah, I'm
and
in
like
a movie.
other
Yeah.
people are watching, so you're like hamming it up
yeah,
even more.
I'm walking like I'm fucking the main character, and
Oh
like
my
people know
God.
what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're
There-
tuned in.
There's
Yeah.
a TikTok account, a guy that does that. He's like making dinner but because I'm the main character of the movie, and it's so funny. He's like this gay black man, and he's just like always like, and it's everything he does is so dramatic. 'cause
Yeah.
he pictures like he's the main character of this movie, and that's what I picture you.
Yeah,
doing.
that's
Like,
exactly what I do. Even when I walk downtown, like anything with music, I even when I'm driving, sometimes I'm like, I hope I look good because I'm in a movie.
Yeah, because I'm literally like on camera right now. Literally.
Yeah.
It's especially like that when you're on the plane,
Oh.
on an airplane looking out the window.
Oh, yeah.
Or in the car looking out the window. Like
Oh.
when your parents were driving, but you're in the back and you're listening to
there's,
Avril
like, it's
Lavigne.
raining.
And it's raining. And you're just
you're listening to like, what's that song?
Or Breakaway by Kelly
Breakaway from
Clarkson.
Before He Cheats, Carrie Underwood.
okay, yeah. And you're just living the movie in the backseat of your parents'
Yeah.
like caravan.
Yeah.
as a kid, I was definitely like that. I remember
Yeah.
one time I thought I had a brain tumor. No joke. I was a big time hypochondriac.
So was I.
I still kind of am, but
I am,
as a kid, it was out of control. But I had this pain behind my ear. I must have just hit my head or something, and like when I would like move my ears, it would hurt behind my ear. And I remember I was like, brain tumor. And my dad's very funny, right? So I go, Dad, I have this pain behind my ear, and I was going to him for comfort, right? He goes, well, if you had a brain, I'd say you had a brain tumor. Just trying to be funny, but he like confirmed my worst fear. I'm like, oh my God, he's right. And that's what I thought too. So I thought I had a brain tumor actually. And we were painting at the house, like the casings around the window. We had renovated my parents had renovated the living room. I was like 12 years old, and I remember painting the casing. I had a brush and a white paint, and I'm like all like melodramatically painting, thinking like when I'm long gone, long and dead, they'll look at this casing and go, wow, he did paint that one. We could never paint it over. Like I was so dramatic. I was
so
picturing
dead.
this whole thing like I was long dead, and there's like years later they'd be like, oh, remember he painted this, and I was like really hamming it up for this imaginary
Nobody's watching
fucking
you.
movie. Nobody, and I'm just like super melodramatically like,
Planning your funeral.
fucked up.
Yeah, like
That is
I.
so fucked up. That's funny.
And that's literally my life, and this isn't even like just about her. Like there's been multiple girls like this has happened to me
Yeah.
because I just like
You love hard though, so your highs, even regardless of the person, your highs and low lows.
yeah in
Just
general.
as a
Pull the mic a
person.
little closer to your
Yeah.
mouth. Yeah, just like on your left.
Okay. Yeah.
Like this.
Yeah, I'll go
Two-hand it.
two-handed. Yeah, no, it's like it definitely is though. Like even with any other girl I've had that was like never been with a girl before.
Yeah. It's fun to be the girl's first, I guess. But then you're also her last because she goes back to her boyfriend.
probably. But and you know what? Something this person just said to me recently was like, that makes me feel shitty because you do that all the time and you're with girls and they're their first. So what? Am I just another one? And I was like, no. It's never like that. Like when I'm like seeing these girls, it's not like, oh, nice, they're straight and I just want to hook up with them. And like I'm like, no, I actually want a relationship with these people
Yeah.
because like I just
I actually like them.
yeah. So it's not. It just happens to
It's
be
not
that they're
about them
yeah.
being straight.
It just
yeah.
happens to be that they've never been with a girl and that they're straight
Yeah. Yeah.
ish. Yeah.
Straight-ish. Yeah.
But that's probably one of my worst decisions is
Just
continuously
liking
this.
straight girls.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I forgot that's where we started. We ended up on Julian's
Julian's
funeral plan.
funeral planning.
Okay, so this one's current. This is current.
Oh, jeez.
And I just wrote this because I thought it was funny. Bad decisions. My most recent bad decision.
Oh jeez.
Letting a girl who doesn't do her own laundry hurt my feelings. A girl who relies on her mother to cook all of her meals.
That's wild to me.
The other day, whenever it was, she said, yeah, my mom asked me to stop at the grocery store on the way home from work. Can you believe that? I was like, she literally cooks all your meals, makes your lunch for work,
That's
like
fucked
does
up.
everything for you. And she's like, yeah, like she asked me to go to the grocery store to get stuff for my lunch. Like I'm not going. I was like, why? She's like, well, because she's a stay-at-home mom. Like that's her job. You're 26 and that's how the fuck
she
you're
say
gonna tell.
that?
Yes.
Shut up.
She sits at home all day. She thinks she's one of the housewives of New York and fucking or LA.
Stop.
And she should be the one doing that kind of shit.
That's
She's
fucked up.
Like that is only fucking child syndrome if I've ever fucking
my
seen it.
God.
Like, and so anyway, the bad decision part is that I allowed a girl who is that to hurt my
Yeah,
feelings. It's
yeah.
embarrassing.
That well,
It's
good
embarrassing.
riddance. But
Good riddance.
I won't say it again. But
No, we could say it again.
I will continuously say I wasn't a big fan. But
Yeah, but neither was Rachel. Neither were any of my friends.
yeah, that's
And
fair.
Rachel today was like, the fact that Stell doesn't like her, that's the biggest red flag. The fact that none of us like her.
Yeah.
Before even meeting her. Like,
Yeah. And
there was
like,
a lot of red flags. Let's
yeah,
be
it's
serious.
just- that's fucked up. How could you say
Like,
that? But your
ew.
mom. That's
She's like,
fucked
oh,
up.
I'm going on a trip. And like, oh, like mom didn't do my washing. I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm like kind of dropping because these are kind of
Whatever.
It's like a bit, it's very direct, but yeah, like, oh, she didn't
You're
do my
26
laundry,
years
so I don't
years
have
old.
the right clothes to wear on my trip.
Do your own fucking laundry.
Do that, like the lack of independence
fucked up.
is so unattractive to me.
That's
like,
fucked up.
and I think a bit of it's because of the way I was raised, like with a sick parent where I had to do everything myself. So then when I have people around me that are so kept by their parents, like
Yeah.
like the only child, and then also just being like so catered to by their parents, it's just so unattractive to me because it's like what
Learn some
would you be like as a
independence.
parent yourself? Like
Yeah.
you've been still
Oh my
relying on your
gosh,
mom, like
right?
it's embarrassing. Anyway,
But
go
learn
ahead.
some independence.
Truly,
Seriously.
yeah,
Jesus
embarrassing.
Christ.
She also looks like the person from Beetlejuice that you.
Yeah.
so.
Oh, that was fucking hilarious. That was some good shit.
was
You
good
gotta admit, that was a good comparison.
It was.
That was a
it
great pull.
Very
Right?
spot
How did you
on.
fucking do that?
I
Because
don't
I
know.
saw that photo and I shit you not, that was
It
the
just
first thing
pops
that
in
popped
her
in my head.
brain.
But had you seen that photo of the Beetlejuice
Oh,
in recent months that you remember?
No,
Right.
no.
Like that's the impressive part because I've seen when I saw that comparison, I'm like, oh yeah, I've seen that, but it's been 20 years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's been,
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
even remember the last time I've seen Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
And I just remember that was exactly who popped in my fucking head
As
when
soon as
I
I
saw
sent the picture, you're like, wait, this reminds me of something.
And you haven't seen Beetlejuice in recent
No,
months?
I don't
It's a
even remember the last time I
That
saw
is
it.
fucked.
And
You're fucked.
I know.
fucked.
I'm fucked. I know. But it brings me, I shit you not, and I say this with the deepest, like,
Oh god.
I mean this in every way. It brings me pure joy.
It does.
It
It's
really-
super funny for everyone else too.
I laugh with such genuine jolliness
Yeah.
when I do this,
An
because it
actual-
is so good and spot on every time.
Yeah.
I'm really good at it. I love it.
Especially being on the phone with you while it was happening, because I'm listening to you laugh, like without, I haven't seen anything yet, but you're laughing like the deepest laugh for like 10 minutes, and then it comes through to my phone, and I'm
And
like,
it's
holy
so
fuck,
good.
that's so funny.
It's so good.
Yeah. Anyway.
Oh jeez, I love that.
Yeah. So.
Okay, another bad decision that I've made is getting a matching tattoo with my ex-girlfriend.
Ooh, that's a doozy. That is a doozy.
And you know what? I've had other exes ask me to do it, and I've always said no.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I did this one because I really thought it was never gonna end. Like I
Yeah,
really thought this
yeah.
person was endgame. And like I was like, from the first date, I was like, I'm gonna marry this person.
You always said that about her, yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? And
It's not looking that way at this moment.
no, it's
but-
definitely not. She's probably gonna marry the person she's dating now. But whatever. I don't really care. But we did get matching tattoos with each other, and
But it's not overly obvious. You didn't get her name.
no,
You didn't get her lips tattooed. People
No.
do that.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
like at
weird,
least
though.
you could say, although that actually does, when you Google search to like matching tattoos, that one does come up pretty fast.
100%.
But no, I think and you have so many tattoos. It's
That's
okay.
fair.
It's
I guess.
Also, Stella and I are.
What, are you okay?
That's fucking great. Sorry, go ahead.
What just happened? Are you okay?
Holy fuck.
Are you okay? I think you just had a heart attack.
What is going on?
I'm so cold and scared.
What just happened?
I don't know. I accidentally hit something, and there's something so loud that just started in my headphone. Like, I can't tell you how loud. Like, I've never heard something so loud in all of my life. I hope it didn't come across on the episode. I probably did. Sorry. I apologize to the listeners.
Oh my god.
Am I here? Did I pass away? Am I just slumped in my chair? But not right now. I'm just like having this conversation with myself. Sorry about that.
That was
Oh
fucking
my
hilarious.
god, that was funny.
That was good,
I thought it was
dude.
because of what we said. I was like, what did we say? Oh my god.
Did you not see me jump? Like,
Yeah, but
I looked over and you.
I'm so sorry.
Oh my god. Okay, that's okay. So what I was gonna say
Yeah.
is that to the matching tattoo thing, Stella and I
Yeah.
are getting matching tattoos.
Yeah.
I just wanted to drop that.
That's different.
And that's different. Well, because even if, like, what are we gonna break up? No.
No. I
We
thought
almost
were
did
gonna-
this morning.
yeah.
Here we go.
Here we go again.
No, okay.
No, but-
it happens.
To be fair, like
us.
I honestly, and I remember being so like hesitant about getting it, and I was like, but I don't know, because I'm worried. What happens if we break up? And she was like, we're never gonna break up. We're getting married. And I was like, you're right.
You're so right. Let's go.
You're so right. And here we are, fucking
Not married.
not married,
Yeah.
and definitely not even acquaintances.
Yeah, literally.
Um, but I wouldn't say I regret it.
I think it could be a bad decision, but not regret it.
Yeah,
You know?
because I don't
would say
regret
that.
it, because like at the time, like I did very much love this person, and it seemed like a good idea, and I hope she doesn't regret it, and that she looks back and thinks some good things and not just all the bad things. But
Yeah, that's the other part too. You can, like she has it too.
Yeah.
So like
you're right. She does have it
everyone
too,
can
and
feel
like,
bad.
but I don't regret it. I don't think I'd do it again.
Except with me, yeah.
Yeah, but
Maybe Julian.
maybe
the
Julian.
three of us, we
Yeah,
get a
we'll
group
do it. Yeah,
tattoo.
group tattoo. But yeah, no, I don't think I'd do it again.
Yeah. Unless you were married already.
Unless even then, man, some shit can hit the fan.
Yeah. Actually, Jack and I have, like, the butterfly on my leg is,
really?
he got a butterfly as well. They're different butterflies, different placement, different style. We got them together as, like, a couple's tattoo. So I guess I kind of have that too. That's, did you even know that? Like, did I? Yeah, see, I wouldn't have told people that because I don't even know if I told you I was in Kentucky or
thought you had
wherever I was. What were you going to say?
No, it's make a dumb joke.
No, I mean,
Yeah, no, like we got it together done by one of her friends.
yeah, it's a cute tattoo. It's whatever.
Yeah. It was all right.
Yeah,
It is a good tattoo, and I don't regret it, but I don't think I'd do it again.
Yeah.
I've learned my lesson. Because I don't want to look at any other tattoos and be like, well, that was another failed relationship.
Yeah, but yeah. Okay.
Can you pull the mic a little, like to your left?
To my left.
Left, yeah, like that. Because when you turn your head, you're not
okay,
talking into the mic
yeah,
anymore.
okay. Okay, another one that kind of branches off, and I know both of us wrote this down. Bad decision number 2.
Yes.
Any tattoo I got before turning 22, probably.
Yeah, honestly, 22.
Like, I have, I think, 7 tattoos, and I would say I deeply regret, like, 5 out of the 7, maybe 4.
Yeah, I get that because, and you know what I say nowadays is that I have like kids that I work with, and they'll be like, oh, like I want to get a tattoo when I turn 16 or 17. And I'm like, honestly, like take it. I have a lot of tattoos, and I always say take it from somebody who has a lot of tattoos, because I used to be this person. I used to be like, oh yeah, whatever. Like I can't wait. And adults would tell me to wait till I was older. And I would always be like, fuck off. Like, nah, it's whatever. Like, I'm going to get what I want to get.
Well, you feel at 16 like you know the best, you know what's best for you.
100%.
You know that the design you pick at 16, you're going to love it at 60.
Oh, for sure.
And you're not going to like it.
But take it from someone who has over 40 tattoos.
Yeah.
That every tattoo that I got until the age of maybe even fucking 20 or whatever, I regret.
Yeah.
I really do. And all of them I want to get covered up.
That'd be a lot.
Well, no, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, so yeah.
5 tattoos. 6 tattoos that I want to get covered
Well, and
up.
the removal and or cover is so hard. It's such
So
a
hard
shitty process.
And I always say, just like wait, because what you think is cool when you're 16 is not cool. I swear to God, it's not going to be cool when you're fucking 26 and you're looking at this being like, why the fuck did I get this bow and arrow and feathers on my shoulder that says Vini Vidi Vici? I don't give a
Sorry,
fuck
is that
about
a
that.
pasta dish?
It's like
What the
Latin
fuck
or
is
something
that?
for like we saw, we came, we conquered. And I thought it was so cool, and it's something you fucking see on Tumblr and you think it's so cool.
Yeah.
And when
It's
you're
not
young,
cool.
you think you're so profound.
Yes.
Like
yes.
things that people
I was like a fucking philosopher or something.
Yeah.
Like, I
well,
don't
things that
fucking know.
people understand as complete hackneyed ideas. What you hear them for the first time, you're like, wow, this is like.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to like a family reunion or dinner or something at Christmas, and like one of your like 19 or 20-year-old cousins is like has discovered this new thing? You're like, oh my, and they just tell you about it like it's this
No, yeah.
earth-shattering
yeah.
idea. You're like,
Yeah.
you know nothing.
Yeah.
I feel like tattooing is. I love tattoos, and I'm into them. I don't have any for that reason. I was never able to commit, but I feel like now I'm going to hold off because I feel like having no tattoos is going to become the new tattoo. Meaning, everybody has tattoos, and more and more and more and more.
Yeah.
It used to be like sailors and bikers. That was it.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
everybody has them. It'll be like weird, almost like, oh shit, look at this like
Naked.
Yes.
Naked
Yeah,
man.
that's so true.
Yeah, that's true.
That is
Bare
really true.
skin. Whoa. Yeah, that's true.
That's wild. I couldn't even imagine myself without any tattoos anymore.
Yeah, I want more.
I'm pretty fucking covered, but I still need more.
It's kind of your
anyways.
thing.
It is
It's
my
part
thing.
of your like aesthetic.
It
for
is.
Sure. Okay.
All right.
That was kind of both of ours, but you go.
Yeah, that was something I had written down here too. But another bad decision of mine is I have this thing where wanting to date best friends.
If that's not about me, then I don't know who you're talking about.
No, like dating a girl and then wanting to date their best friend.
Oh.
Chill out, Sarah.
No, I know.
It's
Like,
not happening,
finally,
okay?
it's about the other way around. Holy fuck. Oh, that's bad. Dude.
I know. And I've only done it like once or twice.
So
And
you're with a girl, you break up, and your initial reaction is to go for her best friend.
it's not intentional. Like I just happen to get along with their best friend.
Oh, okay.
And like it's only happened like once or twice, really. And that I never dated this girl. I just like slept with her once or twice. And then I really liked her best friend. And I was like, I asked her friend out, and her friend was like, yeah, I'd honestly love to go out with you, but you need to ask my best friend if it's okay first, because you guys literally just stopped seeing each other. And I was like, fuck, okay. I don't think you know.
Okay.
This is another straight girl that I slept with.
Of course.
Yeah.
The long list. Couldn't keep track of it.
And I asked her if it was okay, and she said, fuck no.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, she was like, no shot. She's like, no way in hell you're gonna date my best friend. And I was like, all right. And we like flirted with each other a couple like times after that, but then we just like kind of fucked off, and I used to see them a lot around like in the industry, but they don't really come around the industry anymore. And like I don't really, and like one of their mutual friends doesn't really like me, and I don't really care for them, so it doesn't really matter. But I would still, to this day, if I got the chance to see her, and if she was interested in still coming to talk to me, I would still want to date with her.
The friend.
The friend.
Yeah.
I think
maybe it'd be cool now because the years have gone by.
I don't.
You do it anyways.
No, I think she'd be cool with it now. Yeah, but I just don't think they would be cool with it because their good friend doesn't like me
Oh, okay.
because of a falling out at work.
Okay, right.
And I still think though that they're like the coolest person, like one of the coolest people ever. Like, she's just really sweet and funny and pretty. And but I think she's dating some guy now.
They're always dating some guy.
They're
Eh?
always dating some
Fuck.
guy.
That's way more your problem than that would never be mine. Because the girls, well, no, it could. I'm sorry, God, it could be mine. But you go for like femme girls, that are maybe on the curious side. All the girls I go for are super mask,
That's
like
fair,
super gay, been gay forever, would never want to be with a guy. So I've never had that, because I'm assuming that feeling would suck.
It does.
To go back, not just to leave you for someone else, not just to leave you for someone, but to leave you for a man.
Yep.
She starts to cry. So just fucking.
It's fine.
Yeah, no.
I'm fine. Yeah, that's half the times I walk downtown in like a movie moment. It's because of that.
It's because of a straight girl.
Yeah,
all the
100%,
time.
always.
Okay, love it.
Yeah, that's probably something I fucking struggle with.
Yes. Okay. Here's a bad decision, and it's not even one I made once. One that I've made many times, probably. Fucking someone at work.
Oh, that's one of mine too.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
It's so similar. Fucking someone at work. Okay, there's a lot to unpack on that. There's a certain, like, and I mentioned in our greatest of all time, the guy that one of my greatest was a guy from work, and there was that level of spice at work, and like meeting in the kitchen when no one was there, and like all that kind of stuff at the restaurant, whatever. But when you fuck, and I've done it, God, over the years, many a time, you fuck someone from work, it doesn't work out, you're with them 9 to fucking 5. No matter what. It is so awkward. It's uncomfortable. They move on. You still have to be with you. It's not like you break up and then you don't talk to them again. You are on the schedule. You are on shift. You and that person need to go clean tables together. Like it's just like
That's fucked
you
up.
can't escape them.
I don't think I'd ever do it in the bar industry.
And that's all my experience.
Yeah,
has been, I
I've
think,
slept with someone in the bar industry that works at a sister company.
Yeah.
But that's about
But
it.
you're still any parties, like any.
Yeah.
Like, but I guess what I'm saying more is like that daily, like
That's
9 to
fucked, yeah.
5. It's great at first because it's spicy, and then like people at work might know, and it's like
Yeah.
like whatever, and then it goes south.
Yeah.
And they cheat on you, or you like whatever. It just goes really, really badly, but. You still need an income. Like
Yeah.
that's your you gotta pay rent. Like you're gonna be
100%.
spending all fucking day with them all week.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like I recently was sleeping with a coworker of mine.
Were you? Yeah.
It was you're right. It was spicy at first. It was,
It's just complicated.
yeah, and then it just got complicated because we're also in the same friend group.
You were, anyway.
So it was just like, not only was our friend group like totally fucked up after that. 'Cause as soon as I ended stuff, I never saw them again.
Any of the
And
people
I tried to, and then
Yeah.
that didn't go well.
Yeah.
But you know what and I, whatever. I wish her the best. She's happy, and
with a man.
yeah, okay.
With a man,
Okay,
bruh.
yes, I
Oh
have
my
a
God.
history.
Yeah.
I
trend.
like to call myself. You've seen that movie, The Good Luck Chuck?
No, but
I tell the like people this reference all the time. It's like this movie where this guy dates these girls, and after he dates them, they end up like leaving him for somebody else, or they date someone new, and that person that they date after him
is the one that they marry.
is the one they marry.
So
and-
he's like the setup
Yeah,
for everybody's marriage.
and
yeah.
and then they find out like he has this like, and so girls like want to date him because they know this about him.
Oh my God.
And so that's
funny.
I feel like that's me. Almost every single girl I have dated or hooked up with or seen for a bit has, I literally more than 80% of the girls
have ended up in a serious.
are still with the same person they left me for or have dated with.
That's
dated after
tea.
me. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
100%. And I think, and this is not an ad to come fucking break my heart.
Yeah. Oh my God, it is.
But-
this is promo as well.
But yeah, I have this like history of whatever, and yeah, I shouldn't date any people at work.
From work, yeah.
That just was messy.
I mean, we've all done it, but it's not. It's generally a bad decision.
Yeah, it
Okay, your
really
turn.
is.
You got another one for us?
I think this is my last one. I have sleeping with girls who are 20 or 21, and I'm 26.
Oh my God, Stell goes for young girls.
I don't usually.
You don't usually. I normally do make fun of you for it though, so you must do it to some frequency.
Yeah.
If I make fun of you.
Yeah. Jeez. Yeah, and I don't even like it because after Josephine, she was like the most like independent, well-off girl I've ever dated, and so mature, and it was so attractive that I can't even like talk to anyone younger than me. Really,
Yeah.
it's really hard because I only want someone who's mature now and like who's
has
on
their
the
shit
same,
together,
yeah, has their shit
yeah.
together, who has like.
And 20 years old, like
And 20,
we did.
I'm sorry,
where were
but
we
like
at 20?
for the most part, most 20-year-olds I know don't fucking know what the hell they're doing,
Yeah.
and I didn't fucking know either, so I don't blame them. But I'm not, like I said in previous episodes, like I'm not dating to fuck around anymore. Like I'm dating to get married.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah, and so
Yeah.
that I have a problem with that sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be better.
I think it's partially your industry, especially when you were at Warehouse, because that is where the young
Yeah.
college girls are at.
Yeah.
Like in our first and second year university, that was the spot.
That was the
like,
spot.
right? And I can't Rachel and I drove by there the other day, and we were like, oh my God, imagine going to Warehouse now at 26. So fuck
no.
that. Like it's really like
I went
at
the other day
18
for
to
a
23.
coworker's birthday, like an old coworker who I used to work with there, and I went there, and I remember at one point I was like, wow, I'm pretty fucked up, and I was like, and I still don't like it here.
Yeah, it was really good for you. You did love it. You had a really, really good time for that time.
It was
It
good
served
for-
you for what you needed.
Yeah, for the first at least 2.5, 3 years. The last year was very rocky for me.
Yeah, yeah.
At that point, it was giving more toxic than growth at all.
But you were just the perfect person to work there.
Yeah.
Like before you worked there, people would ask if you worked there. Just
Yeah.
because you look like someone that would fucking work there.
That is true.
And you've always been, so experienced in the bar scene and serving and bartending and whatever. It was just the perfect job for
It
you.
was.
And you got a lot of good experience.
I did, and I met a lot of people. I made a lot of great connections. But like, I'm leaving was one of the saddest things that happened, and one of the most kind of shifting points in my life. But it was one of the best decisions
And
that ever
necessary.
happened. And most
It got
necessary,
really bad there,
for
too.
sure. It did get pretty bad, and it was
you
very
grew out of it,
unhealthy.
too.
Yeah, and I just wasn't there anymore, and I just was scared to leave because it was something I'd known for 4 years. It was my entire life. I was
A warehouse
kid, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
everyone knew me like that, and I was just this big bar star. And
You still are a bar star.
okay, well, towards the end of my time there, I was like, I'm not this person anymore. Like, I will do it, but it's not really fun for me anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
Okay. Another bad decision. Okay. When I think back over the years of dating and online dating, I think about some of the dates that I went on, especially when I was traveling. Like, I can think of a time I was in California with family, and I lied and said I was going for a walk on the beach, met up with a guy from Tinder, got in his car, where I don't even fucking remember where we went. Easily could have been trafficked. What the fuck kind of plan was that? I think about it now at 26, what I was making those choices at 22.
Yeah.
And that was once. I'm talking, I did that all the time.
That's
like
fucked up. That's
traveling,
actually fucked.
like it's actually fucked. And like older guys with exchanging 5 or 6 messages and then giving them my fucking address and
That's
going
fucked
wherever
up.
they took me. What the fuck? Like,
Are you okay?
easily no. like because like now I sound like a mother and talking about her kid now, but like the amount of things that could have went super fucking wrong in those scenarios.
Yeah.
Very luckily, I didn't. Like, I'm here now. You know, I'm only partially damaged generally, but and I can so many times that I did that. And always, I used to even tell people this, I was sleeping with people because I thought it'd be a funny story or a
I'm
cool
fucking
story.
dead. Stop.
Like when I was in Florida and I was alone in this big house that my family had rented, and I just happened to be one night that no one else was going to be there, and I was by myself, and I set up a Tinder date, and he came and we had sex by the pool, and it was like cool. I mean, it wasn't good sex, it was trash, but it was like a cool story, and it was like a
that's
cool
spooky.
moment, but like again, could have been, who the fuck am I giving my address to?
Yeah.
Random people on the internet.
That's
So
went so
fucking
wrong.
stupid. I could have been easily picked up and never returned.
Yeah.
Like,
That's fucked up.
because I didn't know any of it. Fuck, the online
spooky to
dating
think
thing
about.
it's actually scary. So
Yeah, especially nowadays, like you hear so many stories that are
Yeah.
so fucked.
And then those women that are getting human trafficked are just getting gas. And then I'm the one that deserved it because I was the one putting myself in that position. So fucking stupid.
Damn.
So
but
again,
but necessarily, like not necessarily, right? Like you don't go into things thinking that this is gonna happen to you, right?
Yeah. You never think it's gonna be you. But damn, like, come on.
Yeah,
that was
pretty
bad.
reckless.
Really reckless. And my parents never would know any of that. And if I told them that now, like, that would send my mom to a heart attack for
Probably.
sure.
Yeah.
Don't want to do that.
No, definitely not.
You got another one?
Fucking no.
Okay. I have one more then. You can't really relate to this, I was going to say. This is a lesbian thing. Bad decision, U-hauling.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I did not need to move in with
No, you
Brittany.
really did.
I did not need to do that. It was
Why did you?
because I don't want to say that. Because I thought it was a very weird time with my ex.
Oh,
And like,
I do remember.
and like, I didn't really have anywhere to go, and my living situation that I was at was trash.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Gatineau.
yeah.
It was
Yeah, I
so
remember
bad, and I needed somewhere to go. And my partner, Brittany, just built a beautiful home out like literally 2 minutes from where we're sitting right now, and
Literally.
and like actually, and I could see myself being there. And at the time that I made the decision to move into her home, I felt like it could be like a long-term relationship.
I think that goes hand in hand with stuff that we say about when girls are together, there's just so much passion,
connection,
and it's so
emotion.
intense that of course I feel like I would have felt the same thing if I like, you know what I mean? Like I don't blame you for it. It's a shitty situation, but I think a lot of our listeners would be like, yeah, I get that. Like we've all been there.
Yeah.
Some form or way, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think necessarily like
It was a bad choice because it was really hard to take it back.
Yeah.
I've moved in all my stuff into her house. Like,
That was rough.
I had to get my brother to help me move everything in, and then shortly after help me move everything out. You were there as
Yeah, I
well.
helped you with
It was
that.
awkward.
Yeah.
It was like, it would just, it just sucked. Like, it just sucked to do that to someone else.
Yeah,
Just
I
because I
get
wasn't
that.
sure about what I was doing.
And yeah, I get that a lot. Fuck. I don't know. Julian, do you have any bad decisions you've ever made?
No.
Never,
I'm
ever.
perfect.
Yeah, of course. Geez. When it comes to women?
Yeah.
Just,
Or
just
just
in
in-
life.
Or in life.
Oh,
Life.
bad decisions just in
in
life?
general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me think. I mean, yeah. I was just trying to think of what would be entertaining. I mean, I make bad decisions all the time.
Every day.
Yeah.
Pretty often. Starting to smoke weed.
Really?
Yeah, that was a big one for me.
Do you regret it?
No, but it wasn't a great decision.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad I'm off it now.
Yeah.
But I feel like my life would be so far more advanced if I had never
Started.
started.
I get that.
Yeah.
Do you feel that way?
I
Because you
But I had
smoked,
so
right?
much fun doing it and some really cool moments and bonding with people so that
Yeah.
I don't regret it necessarily, but it was a bad decision overall, I think. I mean,
think
I don't know. That's kind of a lame one, but
I know
No,
because
that's
I
an
think I
important one.
feel that way with alcohol.
Yeah. Well,
And it was like such a big part of my life that it really did take over for a while. And I prioritized drinking over relationships and loved ones and just like, I don't want to say almost everything. And I think if I didn't ever drink, my life would be a lot different. And
well,
my relationship,
different for sure.
for sure, and my relationships would have been different, and I wouldn't have hurt the people I cared about the most. I'm at a point now where I still make some shitty decisions when I drink, but I'm slowly working on it, and I was on a really good streak for a while, and then I kind of fell back behind again, but I'm going in the right direction, I think.
In general.
I feel like being a people pleaser too, you make so many bad decisions all the time because you put your needs last. So
Yeah.
Peer pressure.
yeah, it's like peer pressure, and also it's a combination of being a people pleaser and avoiding confrontation at all costs. So that I'm just like doing shit all the time that I don't want to do, and
I'm like that. I do
over
a lot.
time, next thing you know, a decade goes by, and you're like, "Fuck! If I had only put myself first."
That one first time,
Yeah.
even. Yeah.
Which is, that's funny you say that because when this last relationship ended, I had never, every ex-girlfriend I had that has asked me to take them back, I always said yes because I just was like, oh, like, of course, like, I love you. But this was the first time I said, I love you so much that I need to pick me for once because I've always never picked me and I've always said yes to getting back together with somebody. But you're not getting the best version of me and you deserve the best version of me. And you deserve someone who doesn't give you more of a fucking headache, you know? And
You needed
then
time.
and I needed to like get my shit together. And
Yeah.
if I never did that, I don't think I'd be this far. If I had taken her back, and
Probably wouldn't be together
we
now.
probably still wouldn't be together.
Yeah.
And I don't think I'd be this content with how my life's going.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd be this far in work. I don't think I'd be this far with this podcast, with like some cool other things I'm doing. You know what I mean? Especially growth and like mentally and personally and relationship, like everything wise, I don't think I'd be this
Yeah.
progressed.
I agree. I think that you needed to take time for yourself, and it ended up being longer than you thought it would be, obviously, but you needed that growth time.
Yeah. I agree.
Julian, if you don't fuck off,
I didn't know you were gonna get that wild.
Julian is sending us pictures of us live, and I am ugly, and that is the moral.
No, it's
No,
not,
wait,
you're
I gotta
not-
hold
no,
it.
That is
The si-
side eye.
The side eye is hilarious.
Wait, I gotta pull it up to the
Side
glasses.
eye.
No,
Side
side eye. Oh my god.
Oh, I got
that's
the perfect
hilarious.
meme to match out with this.
Of course, you see, she does this all the time.
This is so good.
It better not be the guy from SpongeBob, is it?
No.
Do you know
no.
what I'm talking about?
Yeah, but this is so good. This is so fucking
Side
hilarious.
eye. That's so funny.
Remember this girl? This is her now.
The buck teeth.
Oh,
So good.
Oh my god.
I don't know who's who. That's fucking hilarious.
Okay, I have nicer teeth.
Oh,
Don't do
jeez.
that. All right.
But anyways, yeah, we've all made some fucking shitty decisions, I think. But at the end of the day, I think it kind of makes us who we are.
Yep. Yep. I agree. I think it teaches us, more about how we want to be.
Yeah.
Because you make these bad decisions and you're like, I won't do that again. Sometimes you do.
Yeah.
But generally it helps move you forward. I
Yeah,
think,
for the most part.
sure.
I think a lot of these things I've done them and I'm like, I don't want to be that person. I don't want
Yeah.
people to remember me like this. Like,
Yeah.
this is not who I want to be, and I know this isn't who I am.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just
Yeah,
about
absolutely.
kind of like getting out of a bad fucking habit.
And then we both hope that the tattoos we're getting now aren't going to be terrible in 10 years.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a chance that we sit on this very couch in 10 years and we're like, wow, I wish I didn't get tattoos till I was 30. Fucking all the ones we got in our 20s are trash.
Yeah. Imagine, bro, if I hate the tattoos I have now, I'm going to be gutted.
I know.
Because I can't take these back.
Yeah, no, you're covered.
Yeah.
And they feel so good. The ones we're getting now feel like the best decisions
Yeah,
ever.
yeah.
But you never know. So
Anyways, let us know what your bad decisions are. Honestly.
we would love to hear that. I think that would be really
feel
funny,
like-
especially to share them with
Yeah,
our
I feel like I'm
audience.
forgetting some. I'm sure there's some that you guys will say that I'll be like, oh,
Well, when Stella and I were discussing this topic earlier today, I said, what do you have written down? Like, do you have some? And she said, oh, I really can't think of anything. And I'm like, brother, come on. I
My
gave her
whole
like
life
two
is
or
bad
two or
decisions.
three of mine, and then we're both like, okay, honestly, I
just
have
went off.
600. Like,
Yeah, I went
I
off.
could do this all day. Yeah,
but
yeah,
yeah, like I said, let's keep up with us. Like and subscribe. Send us some of your bad decisions.
or good decisions
good
if you think there's
decisions.
something we could be doing better, because
Yeah,
there probably
fuck.
is.
There's probably a lot we could be doing better.
Yeah, and we're always looking to improve.
Seriously. Anyways,
So-
we'll catch you on the flip side.
All right, see ya. Thanks for coming.